Check in with the local market. It closed in the green today, about 1% up. Banks and Sasol, the main movers. Let's check in with Makwe Masilela from Makwe Fund Managers to get his take on what happened today. Makwe, thanks indeed for talking to us. So a bit of a rally today, Makwe. We'll get to Sasol in a moment. But is this a continuation of investors piling into riskier markets after US President-elect Joe Biden getting a formal go-ahead to go into his office? What do you think?
Yeah, good afternoon to you and even to the viewers. It's a continuation of what we've been seeing since last week, I mean, all this good news, investors cheering the developments when it comes to positive vaccine test, the trials thereof, seeing that actually something is coming out of that. And yes, even yesterday we had a very positive day, a solid one, and now it's a build-up on all that. Yes, the news that Donald Trump, is like kind of accepting or giving Joe Biden a go-ahead, to move into the office. That as well is helping the markets. But I've quite a bit of the worry about that because markets have been going up, even though we've seen Donald Trump have been challenging the elections. So I think that has already been baked into asset prices, hence market were going up. But yes, investors being investors will use anything that removes uncertainty. So for the fact that at least that little bit of uncertainty gets to be removed. But I think the better part of it has been in asset prices. But for me, I think what moved the markets, and more importantly, was the issue or the rumor that Janet Yellen might take over as the U.S. Treasury. And remember, she's the former U.S. Federal Reserve chairperson. And now recently, Devan, she just said it, that as it is now, Congress has to do something to be able to help with the high unemployment and also to keep small businesses running, meaning she was talking about stimulus is required. So the market is also getting to get excited that, listen, Congress, if we should get a divided Senate, they might not be able to get a huge stimulus package, but when it comes to the U.S. Reserve, probably they will try to push them to get something much bigger. So the issue and the possibility of a bigger stimulus is also helping this risk on trade. And it just becomes unfortunate for the safe havens because there's no need to be hiding anywhere. People are just taking on risk and buying stocks.
Two quick issues here. I want to touch on Sasol selling another asset, Makwe, to reconcile its debt. I mean, the shareholders are loving it. It's up 13% at the end of the day.
Yeah, and also coupled with the high Brent crude price. And yes, we know the guys have indicated that, listen, we'll be selling assets to make sure that we reduce our debt, which stands at almost $12 billion. And I think from that deal, they should be getting anything around $2 billion. So that is helping. And I think for the investment as well, investors as well, we are getting excited when we see that when it comes to the issue of the Sasol going on, doing the rights issue next year, maybe they might not go that big, and that will help because we know the minute they go big on rights issue, that's very dilutive in its nature. So yes, we are getting excited to see that they're selling those assets.
Okay, I'm afraid that's all we have time for. Time's against us, but Makwe Masilela there from Makwe Fund Managers, thanks very much indeed for talking to us.